Hi students, my name's Dr. Rich Darlington. I'm delighted to be able to welcome you here to History 321, which is the history of Greece and Rome and the ancient world. Really happy you're here, really excited for this class, and in this video I kind of want to give you an overview of the class as we enter week one and kind of show you around the Blackboard shell for this class, and show you where to find everything. And so I'd like to begin with my office hours that you see at the top of the home page here, and you'll see that I have the student preview mode on, so that what I'm seeing should be what you're seeing. If not, then let me know. I've listed my office hours here. I've written quite a lot here in light of the fact that we're all online, and some of you have signed up for this class wanting an in-person class. Some of you might well prefer in-person classes to online classes. And I encourage you to read all of this and to look through it and familiarize yourself with it. But the basic point is, don't be a stranger. I want to get to know you. I want to be able to help you as you navigate this class. And so if anything's not making sense, if you're overwhelmed or intimidated by something, please don't hesitate to let me know. Please reach out as quickly as possible so that I can help you. I'm more than happy to make time to meet with you by phone or by Zoom or some other video chat. I will make my schedule flexible in order to fit with yours as much as possible. I've listed 8 hours during the week when I will certainly be available unless I have a meeting with the university. But in general, times outside of these, even after working hours, for those of you who are working, I'll make myself available if that's what's necessary, if that's what you need to help you. So please take advantage of office hours. Let's build a relationship together that will enable me to help you to succeed in this class as much as possible. Now, when we move down on the homepage, still on the homepage, the emergency siren's going off in Portales, so that's how you know it is 12 o'clock, but hopefully it's not coming through onto the recording. If we move down, we find the syllabus. I'm not going to open it now, but that's basically the next thing you should do. So if you're watching this video, you want to start by watching this video. You want to move on to looking at the syllabus. Just to give you an overview of a couple of aspects from the syllabus that I think are important to touch on now. First is that there are 3 books that are required for this class. There are, as far as I know, no online substitutes, so you really will need these books. One is a source book, a book of primary sources and collections of primary sources from ancient Greece. Another is a book of primary sources from ancient Rome. And then we have a big textbook, the Matheson History of the Ancient Mediterranean. I actually think, and normally I'm very critical of textbooks, I actually think this is a pretty good book. I think it's the sort of book that even if you're not a history major, even if you don't go on to be a history teacher, it's the sort of book that would be really helpful to have on your shelf that you could refer to. It's very interesting and has a lot of supplementary material that's actually interesting supplementary material, not like the normal supplementary material that you find in a lot of regular textbooks that's just kind of annoying or distracting. So make sure that you've purchased the books. I think they'll pay dividends on your investment. If we move on, continue to talk about some class policies here. Late work is something that I am not sympathetic to unless we have discussed the situation beforehand. Especially in an online class, it's very important that you submit your work on time, that you stay up to date with the class, that you don't leave everything to do at the last moment. And as I'll explain as we move forward, the structure of this class actually prevents you from doing that. And so I encourage you to get your work in on time. Much better to get anything in than nothing at all. Much better to be early than to be late. If there are extraordinary circumstances, if you have medical reason, if you have an important family reason, I am more than happy to work with you. I'm very happy to work with you, but you have to communicate with me, and you have to communicate with me ahead of time. I say this every semester. Some of you are probably bored of hearing me say it, but it is amazing how often I hear 2 weeks after the fact that the reason the student didn't turn in an assignment was because they didn't know about it or they had something else going on, something that I would have been happy to give them an excused absence for. But I will not give you excused timelines, extended deadlines after the fact. If something's going on at the time, send me an email, let me know. It shouldn't take you too long to send over a quick email and explain what's going on. Maybe take you 5 minutes. I need to know what the situation is. And so I'm happy to work with you if you need an extended deadline, but if it's after the fact, then I can't help you. In almost all cases, I can't help you. So that's the situation when it comes to late work. As far as academic honesty goes, plagiarism is a serious offense. The temptations to plagiarism are greater in an online class than an in-person class. Don't commit acts of plagiarism. I'm making this warning as forcefully as I can now. If I catch you committing plagiarism, I will give you a 0 on the assignment the first time. If I catch you doing it again, you will almost certainly fail the class. I'm not going to say any more than that, and don't do it. If you're uncertain that you might be about to commit plagiarism, ask me. Ask me beforehand. Say, I'm worried, I haven't put enough citations in the paper that I'm turning in. Do I need to talk to you? In general, as long as you are citing where you're getting your material from, which is a good practice anyway, more citations are almost always more impressive and better than less citations, fewer citations. And if you are not copying and pasting from the internet, you're probably going to be okay. But don't do those things. It's amazing how often it comes up. Don't do it. If you have any accommodations, please let me know. Please let the university know. We're more than happy to work with you, but we are required to wait for you to let us know about your accommodations. We don't impose accommodations on anyone. Okay, with that said, I want to return to the home page here and to kind of take you through a little bit of the way the course is set out in Blackboard so you know where everything is. So you have my office hours at the top of the home page. We've talked a little bit about that. You have my syllabus down here. We've talked a little bit about some of the policies in there. Here you have what I've called help videos. And these are videos where I talk a little bit about my expectations for different assignments. Now, these videos are designed for students taking some of the more introductory level classes here at Eastern New Mexico University. But I figured that some of you, especially those who haven't taken a class with me before, may find it helpful to look at these help videos as well. We are following a number of the same assignments in this class. So we'll have journals, we'll have discussion boards. They follow similar rubrics, even though the material itself is more advanced and more challenging. So I advise you to look at these help videos. My hope is that they're more useful than your typical help video, which is not very useful. These videos really do tell you what my expectations are for these assignments. So I encourage you to view these videos. If we move further down the page, more help, more resources. This time it's a student help discussion board. Oftentimes, if you're all online, there are a number of you in this class. Some of you will be able to provide an answer to a problem that someone's having more quickly than I can. I respond to my emails, I think, relatively quickly. But if someone's already online, if someone's checking the discussion board, the help can be almost instantaneous. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to the discussion board. You can see we already have some questions here, and this is a way to get involved. So I encourage you to subscribe to this discussion board so that you can help one another. If you have a question specifically for me, it's probably better to email me. You probably get a faster response if you email me. But if you have a question for me, it's fine to put that there as well. So the student help discussion board is there to offer you help if you're trying to find something in the class, or you're trying to work out where to upload something and you need to ask your peers. That's what that's there for. So after you've watched this video, after you've looked at the help videos and looked over the syllabus, make sure you complete the participation agreement. Make sure you complete it before August the 25th. This will tell me that you're active in the class, and very importantly, at least for some of you, it enables the university to release your financial aid. So very important that you complete the participation agreement for the class. We move further down, we find the weekly modules folder. We're going to return to this in a second, but this is where you'll find most, if not all, of your assignments for each particular week. And then further down here, this is an important link. This is a link to the media site lectures. So some of the videos that I'm going to provide are going to be on YouTube, are going to be recorded and posted on YouTube like this one, and then I'll just embed them in the course, or I'll send them to you as an email. But most of the lectures will be recorded on MediaSite and will be found here. And so it's important that you have this link to hand. Again, I'm hoping to embed the MediaSite videos into the weekly modules, but for the moment, you click here to go to MediaSite. And once I start recording the lectures next week, you'll be able to find the lectures to watch here. Okay, let's go to the weekly modules tab now. And so this is the way the class is structured. This is the real heart of the class here. That each week you'll have a module and everything that you need to do, except possibly the lectures that are recorded on MediaSite, will be found here. At the end of the week, the folder will close. The weekly module will close, and then the assignments won't be accessible anymore. And so it's very important, if you want to gain credit for the assignments each week, that you complete the assignments early. I've taken a good 12 minutes here, so I'm going to provide another video where I look at one of these modules in a little more detail. So I'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.